It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Café is open for business. Live from the AMP Media Studios, Dawn and Freddy and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Café and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Café. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddy
For now.
Welcome to the Midday Show. I was going to...
How about Happy Monday?
Off.
Happy just welcome
no,
to
you threw
Monday.
me off because I was thinking one thing.
You can still do it. It's the magic of editing for the after hours.
No, welcome to the show. How you doing?
There you go. Generic show. Try it again.
Welcome to the Midday Show.
Without Jay, he does it again.
I didn't. Welcome to the show.
There you go. Perfect.
Is that good?
Happy Monday to
you. Do you want me to say something else?
No, that's perfect. Happy Monday. It's kind of quiet.
Don't say Monday. Let's do it again. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. How you doing?
You know who's here?
Who's here?
Sally.
I see Sally and Steve are here. I know. You guys go out for dinner. You don't include me.
You don't
invite me.
I invited them.
You did
they
not
don't
invite
come
me.
out because we went to eat during a hurricane.
You didn't invite me.
I did.
When?
I should have been more specific. So I've taken care of
You know
that.
what he said? I'm having dinner with Sally and Steve. Okay.
Oh.
You didn't say, would you like to join me? You're invited.
Well, I didn't know. I would have invited you.
How could you possibly do that, Freddie? That's so wrong.
It was just like, I'm having dinner with Sally and Steve. Okay, have fun.
No, I didn't say that. I said to her, from now on, when I say I'm having dinner with Sally and Steve, you're always invited. You and Chuck are always invited.
We'll go on a
so
group
we're going to
text.
avoid that. What?
Do a group text.
A group text?
Every time.
She's not going to go anywhere. I will bet you any money you want.
will.
And then with the weather yesterday, he would never go out again.
Well, it rained after we got there. It was just starting.
Well,
it
it was
was
coming
really
down.
rainy.
Yeah.
It was pouring.
really rainy.
Pouring rain.
Anyway, happy show day to you. We've got a good show lined up. I know we're still in October. It's hard to believe we're actually at the end of October. It's breast cancer awareness. We had a great event last week. A lot of new sponsors joined us. We've got Alfa Pest Control with us. We've got Tami Boothby, and we're not talking about movies this time. We're actually talking about Breast Cancer Awareness Month and some options for surgical reconstruction.
A lot of
a
information
little
on
new
this one.
type of techniques that they're using for reconstruction and bringing awareness to breast cancer.
Absolutely. I want to thank Carl for setting it up. Carl gave me absolutely no information. I did not even know that it was this Tami.
Or that Carl.
Or that Carl that was going
He said
to...
Carl's coming. Carl who? I don't know. You know Carl. Carl who? I don't know.
I had
we'll
no
see.
idea.
I said, is Carl coming? No, Tammy's coming. Okay. But I knew you were coming because he had your headshot. Carl, no, nothing.
So I said to Tami, send me pictures and a bio because I wanted to know who I was dealing with. And I said, wait a minute, this is Tami. Why didn't Carl tell me that?
You men are men of few words, is all I
we're
can
a mess.
say.
We're a mess.
But the crew's working really hard. What an October, what an event last week, and it rolls into new segments and new opportunities. Casey Market, we're getting ready for Hanukkah, which I cannot even believe we're going to make some donuts.
We have to come up with something. We have to come up with something
I want to make
unusual.
donuts. Have you ever made a donut? I actually used to make donuts when the kids were little for Hanukkah. They're called
Time out.
soufganiyot. I'm going to make them
It's called what?
soufganiyot.
I'm
They're
going all
jelly
the way up there to
donuts.
make a donut?
Yeah.
I could go to Dunkin' and bring them up.
They make about 150,000 donuts just for Hanukkah.
Wow.
24/7. Yes, KC. They are known for their donuts.
So, you know, I'm going to have to do something special.
You may have to get your blood sugar lower before we go in.
No, I can't eat them, but I can sell them. Maybe I become a donut vendor.
Is that you want? What's it like the cigar, like from the baseball games, the peanut popcorn vendors?
That's right.
You
Get
gotta wear
your
like a donut.
I think I'm going to
thing?
walk around the store selling with a bell the donuts.
Isn't that amazing? 150,000 donuts just in 1 week. Because Hanukkah's only 8 days.
1 week. You
1
guys
week.
eat a lot of donuts.
It's a lot of donuts. I know. The cardiologists are on like speed dial after this holiday.
Well, now we got remote cameras, so we're going to go to the back where they make them.
That's what I'd like to do.
You are all invited. When is it?
We're going to do it in December, but first we have to finish up October, get into November. A lot of things happen, and it's season. It's busy. It's busy, which is great.
Special announcement, we are actually signed with Texas Roadhouse.
In Boynton.
In Boynton. Tomorrow at 5 o'clock, they have in the parking lot Halloween for children.
Trunk or treat?
Okay, that too. I don't know what that means.
I guess it's candy from, here's the thing.
A trunk?
When you're
Trunk of
raising
your
your
car.
kids, you would always tell your children, don't ever take candy from a stranger in a car. And here we are promoting trunk or treat. But it is family friendly. You're going to be there. The crew's going to be there. Candy.
I was
a
going to
lot
go
of
with a
fun.
scary mask, but I can't do that either.
No,
I know, because they're children.
because they're children.
But that's okay, we can scare them.
But Texas Roadhouse, that's going to be a lot of fun when we head over
Can
there.
we scare children?
No.
Sally and you, Steve, you guys should come up with me. Because Dawn is not available. You should come with me. And don't tell me you're going to do it and then you don't do it, because I
Well,
wouldn't
I
tell
never have done that. I will be
you. You
honest
should
and
come.
say we
It's,
can't
it's
make
very
it.
British.
Can't make it. They don't do Halloween in
It's
England,
very
do they?
British.
It's very
We
British.
find bodies in trunks and, you know.
Are they going to give out steak bites?
I'm sorry?
They give out steak bites. He wants
What's
free
a steak
samples.
What do you want, food? What's the matter with you? It's for kids.
Texas
It's for kids.
Roadhouse, they
It's
do steak.
candy.
I'm pretty sure I can get you something to nibble on.
When is it?
Tomorrow, 5 o'clock, Steve. I know
Can I-
that you
can I
have a
use
lot
a
going
maybe?
on, Steve.
What's that?
Retired man, you. Half anyway. You want to come up with me?
Maybe.
I told you he's going
It's a
to.
definite maybe.
We're
Because
gonna-
if we say yes, then I'll break my. Like, I never say yes if I can't make it, but I
Well, you
do say
can't.
maybe.
You can't.
Make it.
You can't make it. We'll have a
Can't.
spot of tea
Maybe.
afterwards.
A good maybe. Thumbs
Maybe
up.
we'll go to Texas Roadhouse for dinner. For
Where is
dinner.
it? Did you say
It's
again?
on Old Boynton Road.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
you know
He
where
knows
it
where it
is.
is. He's
Yeah.
driving. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Yeah, there you
okay.
go. 2 more. And you ladies are more than invited. I know that you're too busy, but if you want to come up, I just mentioned it because she's blowing up my phone. Mention it, Texas Roadhouse, which is a big deal to have them as a sponsor. I think it's kind of cool. I eat there at least once a month, at least.
They have the best bread. I know.
They have the
Carbs
best
are
everything.
your friend.
Their steaks.
I haven't
everything.
been to a Texas
Yeah, I've
Roadhouse
been to
since I lived in Texas.
Wow.
So
Is that
it's
what it
not
is?
been a long time. Time to go back out there.
I haven't had Texas and we did Texas.
All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. My sarcastic
funny.
partner over here.
Yes.
When we come back, we're going
Very
to talk to
funny.
Tami Boothby for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So more to come on the other side of this commercial break. For any questions, give us a call. 888-994-4995, Studio A. Like and subscribe to the Brooklyn Café Show on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok. Now they're putting all kinds of things as well of all the shows that we produce right here at Ant Media Studios at Ant Media Productions. More to come, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Café Show with Dawn and Freddy S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Can Gen X really reduce signs of aging? Gen X is powered by advanced peptides, hyaluronic acid, collagen, and growth factors. Clinically designed to hydrate, brighten, and repair the look of skin. Loved by real women who want results they can see. In just 2 weeks, skin looks visibly smoother, brighter, and even more toned, with up to 70% reduction in dark spots and pigmentation. Discover Gen X, because beautiful skin is ageless. Shop now at genxbeauty.com.
Discover Rosie's Garden. The collection draws inspiration from the beautiful niece of the founder, Rosie, who brought joy to many before passing too soon. Her beauty and spirit are reflected in every piece. Founded by two friends, Rosie's Garden is a female-owned brand passionate about creating stunning, elegant jewelry that embodies the concept of bellissima, the Italian word for beautiful. With a philosophy rooted in grace and elegance, the brand crafts each piece of jewelry using only the finest materials, including 18-karat gold and the highest quality craftsmanship, ensuring that every piece is a true work of art.
Step into a world where emotion meets expression, and every brushstroke tells a story. DeBilson Art Gallery features the captivating whimsical works of internationally renowned artist William DeBilson. From larger-than-life portraits to abstract reflections of love, loneliness, and connection, each piece invites you to feel, reflect, and escape the ordinary. Located in the heart of Delray, this art gallery is more than a space, it's an experience. Come discover what speaks to you. Visit DeBilson Art Gallery today.
Do you remember the music of the 50s and 60s?
You better eat all your dinner, and you better be good in school, or you could end up
The
in a
songs
zoo.
that made you dance, laugh, and fall in love?
You know you could be better than a slimy fish.
The
that's
family,
all
the
wet,
food, the
gonna
fun,
get
and
caught,
the memories that
gonna be
came with that.
somebody's dinner. Oh, well, fish in the net.
Relive those golden days with Peter Tracy on PHT Live, where music and memories come alive. Like and subscribe today at PHT Live on YouTube and get entered to win a free t-shirt. Plus a chance to meet Peter live in studio. PHT Live with Peter Tracy, bringing back the good vibes.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
What am I doing? After the what?
Welcome to After Hours.
Welcome to After Hours.
Wow. Do you get that tired on a Monday
No,
night?
it's not that. I just read an email that came in for you.
Well,
it's
I
unbelievable.
sent an email out earlier this morning, and I didn't realize that would be who it was from. Anyway, that's a whole nother story.
Wow.
Welcome to After Hours.
After Hours.
How are you doing on this Monday night? A little tired?
Hanging in
A little
there.
groggy on
a little
this one?
confused, but I'm good.
It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I know everyone is submerged in pink this month. And as I always say, October isn't always only a time that we should be aware of breast cancer. Breast cancer happens every day of the year, every time of the year. Diagnoses from young ages to all ages in women and men. And we've had the opportunity to present some different stories this month. And I'm happy, I can't say excited, but I'm happy that Tami Boothby, who we've had on for other movies that she's been doing, I Possess, she's an actress, she's a nurse, and we've never even talked about that side of it, but she's also a breast cancer survivor. And she has undergone a mastectomy. She's going to tell you her story, but she's had a new type of reconstruction that's all natural from her own tissue. And we're going to talk to her about that, and that is through the Miami Breast Center, and that's down in Key Biscayne. So it's a trip. Imagine recovering down in Key Biscayne, though, with an incredible surgeon. So welcome, Tami.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank
Really
you so much for
appreciate it.
joining us and for sharing your story. Earlier today, you were telling us some of your story, but I want you to unpack this because you were diagnosed at a very young age.
Yes, I was actually 27 when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it's so interesting. I felt something, kind of on the side, and it was right before my period, so I was thinking, maybe it'll change. You know how things are before your period. Well, the period passed, and then it actually felt like a rock. It felt like a really, really hard lump. And I was working as a nurse at the time, and I went to work and just had a couple people feel, and everyone said, "Oh, you're so young. I'm sure it's a cyst." And then they would feel, and they would, you could just tell in their face that this wasn't going to go well. And we did a needle biopsy, and they confirmed it was cancer. And then we did a lumpectomy, and it's like suddenly you're in this whole other world. 1 minute you're just working, living your life. I thought I was so healthy. I was a vegetarian. I was a runner, and now we're talking cancer, and it's just it was just so surreal. And to make it even more complex, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer when she was 28, and she actually passed away when she was 30. And so I was 2 when my mom died, and grew up knowing this story. My sister was 7 when she died, and it just made it more, like a sobering moment, like, oh my goodness, is this history repeating itself? And so they were pretty aggressive with the treatment. We did a bilateral mastectomy and reconstruction with breast implants and 6 rounds of chemo.
I want to interrupt. I want to back up, because the first thing people are thinking is oh my gosh, self-exam, right? Who self-examines? Most people don't, although we should. Certainly not at 27. So step one, you're a nurse, you self-examine. Do you do genetic testing? Are you BRCA positive? There's so many things. Your mom had it, so genetically you think you're predisposed. Did you not think you were predisposed? Like, what did the doctors tell you at that point?
You know, again, at 27, and then you're hit with this diagnosis, everyone assumed it was genetic. And we actually did do the genetic testing and it came back negative.
And then what?
So
you were BRCA not positive, you were BRCA negative.
Correct.
But your mother had it.
She went through cancer. That's all we knew, is that she had died at a young age, and I was diagnosed, but I was negative for the breast cancer gene. But they treated me like I was positive. They treated it like, you know.
So you had double mastectomy? Mm-hmm. Could you have opted in for a lumpectomy, or it had spread?
They, just because of my mom, I had, the one side, but then I had some questionable things on the other side, and, it was just the recommended treatment at the time. And again, it's like, I think so many women, it just hits you all at once. It's like you're so detached. It's almost like you don't even have a minute to really consider what's happening to you. You just, go with the recommendations that are given and, pray about it and pray that it works out. But I actually, this is interesting too. So, after the lumpectomy, then they put me on the schedule for a bilateral mastectomy. But in between that time, I had a couple weeks, and I had planned a trip to go backpacking in Colorado, in the Black Canyon. And I was just thinking to myself, like, should I do the right thing and just work and save up money, or should I take this trip? Because maybe I won't be able to take this trip ever again. And so, you know what I mean? Like there's these moments, these decisions, and I took the trip. And ladies, take the trip.
Does it change your perspective at 27?
Well, yes. Well, just thinking, again, I had this, looming history of my mom. And so it was just like, maybe I won't get another trip. And I went on this backpacking trip, and we were, it was beautiful. It was October. It was a gorgeous time of year, this time of year. And we were sitting around the campfire, and it wasn't even what was said. It was that moment. I couldn't handle one more thing. Someone said to me, you shouldn't cook with plastic. That's probably why you got breast cancer in the first place. Wow. And I agree with that. We were camping. Okay. And it just, I just walked away from the campfire because I hadn't even processed everything that was going on, and I went, this was in the Black Canyon, so it's kind of a smaller version of the Grand Canyon. There's a river. I sat by the edge of the river. It was nighttime, and there's, the canyon, the river. I was sitting in the grass, and I was just crying out to God, like, why me? Is like, what's the point of all this? I'm only 27. Is this the end? Why am I here if this was it? And I think everyone comes to that question. And the way I started calming myself was just thinking about all the constants, because there's stuff that, we can't ever control. It's just out of our control. But there are always the constants. Like, there's always the sky. There's always the stars, the moon, the sun, the earth, the grass, the mountains. And I started calming myself, thinking that there's always, this constant around us. And I took a big sniff. And at that moment, there was like movement around me. And when I looked up, it still gets me emotional. When I looked up, there were 8 deer that had formed a semicircle around me. And it was almost like, just a sign from God that you're not alone. Sure. And I took that, as I'm going to be okay. Like, even when you're rolling through the hospital corridor and you're looking at the ceiling tiles being headed into the OR for a mastectomy, I was thinking about those deer, and that I wasn't alone, and that I knew there was a purpose in all of this. And who am I to say that this isn't a good plan for me? Now, after I went through all that, I just wanted to put cancer behind me.
What type of did you do reconstruction?
Yes, I had breast implants for reconstruction. That was just, basically all that was offered. And again, I just was like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be a cancer survivor. I don't want this to be my life. And I just want to be a runner. And I started running marathons and, doing all of that. Well, then my sister was diagnosed with breast cancer. And it was kind of like this thing that I was running from was coming up again. And here we are. We need to talk about it again. And it was just, it's so fascinating too, because, it's one thing to go through cancer yourself and be the patient, but it's a whole other thing to be a support person. And it was almost more excruciating to be the support person because you just felt so helpless.
Let me ask you, because you're a nurse, you're 27, and it's a different perspective. You're not at the gurney, you're on the gurney. Does it change your perspective in nursing and healthcare now that you've been a patient and the nurse?
That's a great question. It changed everything. Yes, I almost think every healthcare provider needs to be on that side in order to have the compassion, just to sit down with someone and say, I understand, I've been there too. That's so powerful and so endearing. So yeah, I think it changed everything. Definitely made me a better nurse and made me just a better support to anyone going through hard things.
And as far as treatment, I know you've got questions also. You did the implants, then your sister got diagnosed. Chemo, radiation, or were you just clear and you went on with your life?
Well, I had 6 months of chemo, and then I was clear. I was going on with my life, and we were going to be done with that. And then
she got diagnosed.
And then my sister got diagnosed, and again, I just thought she was going to go through what I went through, have the mastectomy, go through chemo, get reconstruction, and we'd move on together. But it just was a different story. And again, I think every woman has a different story. We all have our unique experience with this. And for her, she didn't heal after the first surgery, and they had to go in and take more tissue, and then she wasn't going to be a candidate for reconstruction, and she had multiple rounds of radiation. It was spreading. It went to her brain. It went to her spine. I mean, it was so devastating to see, again, this person that she was my biggest cheerleader. There's no Tami without Sheila. Like, we were always together. She's in every one of my memories. And just to see her getting to the point where there was nothing more that they could do, it was, I'm still working to figure out who I am without her. She passed away in January of 2012, and we did a couple funerals. I gave the eulogy for her, and you're so immersed in all the tasks around a funeral. But then it came down to the funeral's over, and I was back in the hotel room with my best friend from childhood, and I just stopped and I said, I can't take off my clothes. And she said, what are you talking about? And I said, I can't take off my funeral clothes because if I take them off, it's over. It's over. I have to admit that she's gone. And she said, you don't have to take your clothes off. And I slept. I went to bed in my funeral blouse, my funeral skirt, my pantyhose, my high heels, everything. I just slept in bed and held her hand. And I think we all need that support because it's so hard. It's one thing going through it, but it's so hard, like losing people along the way. And I just think that's it's hard to talk about, but it's real and it's honest. And I just want people to know that you're not alone and we're in this together. Like, I don't see cancer going away anytime soon. So just because someone's gone doesn't mean the love is lost. Like, I feel like now my purpose is to love people going through it, and that love will expand, and I can honor my mom and my sister by loving other people through their experiences. So,
did your sister have kids?
She did not, no. She had this memory of my mom going through cancer and, having a lot of problems because she had a little baby when she was diagnosed. And, so that image was always in my mom or in my sister's mind. of motherhood. And I think she was an elementary school teacher though, so
she had a lot of kids.
Had a lot of kids and a lot of animals.
And now
So,
you're calling. I mean, there's so many. The deer scene, everything that you saw in Colorado is like, do you ever think that might be changed, or you knew then you were protected and this became your calling now to support others? And then I want to say, what's the number 8? I feel like there's got to be some numerology to the 8 deer that you saw.
It's the infinity number forever.
See, so you looked at.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
So
It's actually-
there's more to the story too of the deer. Like,
So what happened with the deer?
so I actually had a chance to talk to the nurse who took care of my mother. And she became a longtime family friend, because my mom died in 1977, and at that time you were hospitalized for chemo. So she was in the hospital for months and months, and the nurse became our family friend. My dad dated her after my mom died, but anyway,
Another side of the story.
There's a whole nother story. Yeah?
very close. Her name was Kathleen, and I was telling her about my deer experience, and she's looking at me. She goes, "Tami, let me tell you about your mom. She had something like that too." And I said, "Really?" And so towards the end, when my mom was in a coma for a long time, and then she would come in and out because it was in her brain, and she at one point begged Kathleen to just take her out of the hospital. She's been in the hospital for months and months. She knows she's not going to make it. She said, "Please just take me out of the hospital, take me on one more drive." And this is in Grand Junction now, and there's a beautiful national monument. She asked to go there. And so Kathleen, I don't know how she did it, but she snuck her out, got her in her car, and took her to the national monument. And I mean, it's just gorgeous there. And my mom had the window down, and she was leaning out the window. And she, at one point in a big field, she said, "Please stop, stop, stop. Look, there's all the deer." And she said she just had her head out the window and was just, pointing at each one and talking about the deer and how much she loved them. My mom had actually had a pet deer as a kid.
Gosh.
And so maybe she was reminiscing and thinking about the deer. And then at one point, my mom said, "Okay, I'm ready." And she was ready to go back and, face her fate. And Kathleen said, and of course, I'm so touched by that, but Kathleen said, "No, Tami, there were no deer. There were no deer. It's just what your mom saw."
Wow.
And I thought, wow, that was God's way of just giving her that comfort that she needed. So after my sister had passed, I asked my brother-in-law, I said, I have a deer story, my mom has a deer story, and now I don't have a chance to ask Sheila if she ever had a deer story. And Jeremy just looked at me and he goes, "Tami, don't you remember there's footage of your sister?" She was like 7 years old, the age when my mom died, running in a field with deer, like all around, like just playful in a field. And I'm saying 7 years old is when we lost she lost her mom. So maybe God sent her the deer at that time.
Wow.
To comfort her as a child who couldn't understand what was happening, Oh!
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Like how profound, there's as hard as it all is, there are these beautiful threads of blessing and comfort. And again, I think just talking about it, I think so many people have stories that we're just afraid to talk about,
But this, I hope, normalizes the stories, and to see the messages and the blessings. We talk about this all the time with Sally. If you see the messages and there are no coincidences, and the deer certainly has to have some meaning in the number 8.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, though, I want to talk about the blessings now that you're able to give other people with your new reconstruction surgery, and now your new calling and purpose. More to come on the other side of this break, and we'll be right back.
Family business. It's me, my sister, and her soon-to-be husband. We've been here for about 5 years doing our thing in this beautiful little spot right in the heart of downtown Boca. We really are like that authentic New York, New Jersey, Northeast thing that you want to have when you're in South Florida. Our bagels are made from scratch every single day. They're top-notch, best you can get around here. And then lunch, chicken Caesar wrap, or like we have a beautiful avocado supreme salad. That's really, really great. And of course, all our sweets are incredible too. You know, something savory, salty, and a little something sweet after. And we will do our best to provide the best service, best food, best everything. And if there's anything you need, we'll do it.
Looking for bold, authentic flavor? Step into Bramer's Brazilian cuisine, where the vibrant taste of Brazil meets your favorite American classics. From savory churrasco to juicy burgers, every dish is made with passion. Hosting a party or a special event? We cater all occasions with incredible food that leaves a lasting impression. Our Boynton Beach location offers generous seating with a separate dining area for bigger parties. Come visit us in person today at 1035 Gateway Boulevard, number 201, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33426. Contact us by phone at 561-272-6377. Enjoy the Brazilian taste. Enjoy the Bramer's taste.
At Coriander, we bring you simplified yet elevated Indian food, where every spice, every aroma, and every clay oven dish is a celebration of your senses. From the rich warmth of cinnamon and cloves to the depth of turmeric and coriander, our curries are crafted with love, passion, and tradition. Comfort food from across the ocean. Come taste the magic at Coriander. Visit us at 3441 Woolbright Road, Boynton Beach, Florida, or call 561-739-3952 to order today. Coriander, where flavor meets comfort.
Our preschool team provides personalized education and therapy services that are specifically designed to meet the unique needs of our children. These students are overcoming medical conditions that have been affecting their physical abilities since birth. Our specialized teacher and therapists understand the critical role that occupational and physical therapy play in helping these young children to develop essential skills in their early education program. We like for the children to leave us as shining stars and enter the big world of kindergarten.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Café Show with Dawn and Freddy S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Okay, we're back.
All right, so we're talking to Tami Boothby. We're talking about being a breast cancer survivor and what it's like to have her calling. I can't say with any, you had no genetic components, but yet your mother, you, and your sister all suffer from breast cancer. Unfortunately, you lost your mom and your sister, and you are here now to share the story and to give women and men hope with new reconstruction with the natural way. So Tami's going to talk to us about the new technique that she's working at the Miami Center for breast cancer down in Key Biscayne.
Yes.
So tell us more. Tell us about the next step.
Thank you. So, well, I ended up with a lot of health challenges after going through breast cancer, and again, you know, just trying to get that chapter done, but I just kept having a lot of issues, and I ended up making the decision to have the breast implants removed in 2019, and that's another tough decision that women are facing. And the thing about it is, yeah, I felt better health-wise immediately, but at the same time, my chest was concave. I felt disfigured.
It's called what, breast implant illness?
Right, which isn't an official diagnosis.
But we've heard people talk about this.
Right, lots of people, you know, some people do just fine and other people don't. Right. And so, yeah, I was just one of those people that didn't agree with me. And so I had them removed and again, I felt better health-wise, but at the same time, I was devastated. Like, my confidence was gone. I felt like I was going through another mastectomy. And when I looked at myself in the mirror, it reminded me of how my sister looked when she died. And that was replaying in my mind constantly. And it just put me in a really bad place psychologically. I was just going into a really dark place. And I've never been suicidal, but I felt like I could understand how people could be suicidal, and it like breaks my heart to think that that's what other people might be feeling too. I just felt so disfigured, and it's so interesting how in our culture, you know, women, it's almost like women have to justify reconstruction and desiring reconstruction, whereas if someone lost their arm, no one would say, why are you getting a prosthetic? You know, like, that's great, we support you. Whereas a woman, it's almost like you have to justify, you know, yes, I'm not okay being this way, you know. And I get it, that looks aren't everything, and it's what's on the inside. But I think it boils down to the choice. Like, I didn't choose this. I didn't choose to go through breast cancer. I didn't choose to lose my hair. I didn't choose to go through basically 2 mastectomies, you know, breast amputations. And so when the choice is gone, I think that's the part that's problematic. And I started looking for other options for breast reconstruction. And I'm so grateful that I found the Miami Breast Center. I actually first started looking at their Instagram page, because there's so many before and after pictures, and they're of all different situations. People who wanted to do explant surgery and then have, you know, augmentation. They actually take fat from your own body and create breast from it. So
I was saying earlier, it's like a twofer. It's like we get our hips in shape, we take some from our belly, some from our booty that we don't like where it is, and put it where we actually can use it more.
Now, is this a new technique? They didn't have this back in the day when you went through this, no?
You know, that's when Dr. Corey, I think, was just starting to get into it. He's done more. He's been doing the breast reconstruction surgeries for over 20 years, and he's done more than 4,000 of these fat transfer surgeries. And again, it's for all women, like even women, for women who've maybe lost one breast or both, women who've gone through radiation and just have a lot of, you know, scarring from that, women who've gone through a lumpectomy and just their skin is pulled and they've never looked right again. Women like me who had terrible scars, he actually injects fat right into the scars and can, you know, pretty much take away the scar. I mean, it's beautiful. So I would encourage everyone to check out the Instagram page for before and after photos. Again, every person's unique. Every case is unique, and they're going to tailor their strategy for reconstruction based on your unique situation.
And I asked you, they don't encapsulate it in an implant. They're not filling an implant. They're actually filling under your muscle, right? You're taking your fat, putting it into your body, and you said there's like a string lift that gives it the shape.
Yeah, it's not under the muscle, but it's called a raft suture, okay. And he described it as kind of like a purse string. So it, you know, it would he makes it go around and then pulls it at the top, but to create that teardrop shape. Does that make sense? So taking someone that was concave and then giving them this teardrop shape, you know, it's pretty remarkable.
It's incredible. We only have 3 minutes, so I want to get all the information together. There's an open house coming up November 6th.
There's an open house November 6th.
I think it's actually we have the flyer,
in Coral
Gabe.
Gables, and we'll put the information. It's on a Thursday at 7 p.m. And you can come and meet these expert surgeons because, in my opinion, I mean, Dr. Corey is a genius of our time, and he's right here in our backyard. And women, the more women I talk to, they've just never heard of, you know, a natural way of breast reconstruction or breast augmentation. They didn't know this technique existed. And so Dr. Corey, Dr. Calva, and Dr. Cortez will be there to talk about the technique, answer any questions, and see if this is a fit for you or for a loved one. But it's really just a showcase that this this is another option for women who are looking. And I believe more and more women are looking for different options. And if they just knew that this existed, they would choose it. And so, yeah.
What is your hope?
What the doctors to decide, how do you feel?
Surgery is hard. There's nothing fun about surgery of any kind, but it was worth it to me to feel like me again. There's just something about it. Like when a woman loses her, like your breasts are or what make you feminine, and to lose that, I just didn't recognize myself in the mirror. Whereas now I feel like I'm me again. And
you're going to be there that night.
I'm going to be there that night.
Well, you're the one that
Yes.
they got to talk to before even talking to the doctors, because it all begins there.
The ambassador.
She's the gatekeeper, because, you just look at her, she has a career, she's doing all these things. That's a wonderful surprise for people to learn more about it. I'm getting texts from our friend. She wants to know more information, which is
Thank you so much for
That's
joining us
wonderful.
and sharing your story. So I hope everyone in True Oldies, if you have any questions, you can reach out to us right here at the studio, or anyone watching us on streaming as well at brooklyncafe.tv. Email us, give us a call, contact True Oldies, and they will get the message to us, and we'll get it over to Tami. But save the date, November 6th. We'll put it out on our social media as well.
Absolutely.
Tami, thank you so much. Have a great evening, everyone. We will see you next time at After Hours. Okay, now you want to take a commercial break?
Why don't we do that?
Why don't we take a commercial
Step
break?
into a world where emotion meets expression, and every brushstroke tells a story. DeBilson Art Gallery features the captivating whimsical works of internationally renowned artist William DeBilson. From larger-than-life portraits to abstract reflections of love, loneliness, and connection, each piece invites you to feel, reflect, and escape the ordinary. Located in the heart of Delray, this art gallery is more than a space, it's an experience. Come discover what speaks to you. Visit DeBilson Art Gallery today.
Looking for bold, authentic flavor? Step into Bramer's Brazilian cuisine, where the vibrant taste of Brazil meets your favorite American classics. From savory churrasco to juicy burgers, every dish is made with passion. Hosting a party or a special event? We cater all occasions with incredible food that leaves a lasting impression. Our Boynton Beach location offers generous seating with a separate dining area for bigger parties. Come visit us in person today at 1035 Gateway Boulevard, number 201, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33426. Contact us by phone at 561-272-6377. Enjoy the Brazilian taste. Enjoy the Bramer's taste.
Craving fresh, delicious, and affordable kosher products? Come visit Casey Market. Since 2009, we've been your trusted source for high-quality groceries, fresh meat, fish, deli, and more. We take great pride in our business and the quality of our products, including our irresistible kosher pastries, baked fresh daily at our on-site bakery, and our full-service catering for any occasion. Located at 3775 Woolbright Road in Boynton Beach. So whether you are on your lunch break, stocking up on essentials, or are looking for a sweet treat, come check out our wide selection. We offer refrigerated delivery across the Tri-County area and beyond. Visit us today or online at koshercentral.com. Contact us by phone at 561-396-9711. KC Market, where quality and customer satisfaction come together.
RCCA has a team of specialized therapists to treat a wide array of injuries and conditions, including balance issues, back pain, fall prevention techniques, joint replacements, and stroke rehab. Our therapists at RCCA help adults reclaim their strength and flexibility, allowing them to return to their hobbies and sports. We tailor treatment to return our patients to activities they love, such as croquet, gym workouts, golf, pickleball, and tennis. Our state-of-the-art equipment and therapists ensure that there is something here for everyone.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, the little one stops to suck his thumb, and they all go marching down to the ground.
That's hilarious.
And that's the March of the Ants.
Ugh, they give me the chills.
Why?
Ugh, bugs. I found a big palmetto in my house yesterday morning. It's like,
You pick them up.
I did. I picked it up. In a tissue, not in my hand.
It don't matter. I run,
I
you
know,
pick them
you
up.
run and scream.
Wasn't there a bug one time here on me?
Yes.
And then you made believe it was on me? You made me run out the studio?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, payback, sir.
Pretty much.
That's right.
But we've got Carolina here with Alpha J Pest Control, Alpha with an F. We always tease you because he always talks about the PHs and the Fs.
Wait
like
a
an
minute,
elephant.
Alpha had no F, it was PH.
This is an F. She said it's the Spanish way.
Yeah.
Then we put up the wrong
No,
one.
she did it right.
You sure?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
She did it right. So Carolina, welcome. Thank you so much for sponsoring our event last week.
It was
for
so much
Spotlight for a
fun.
Cause.
It was so much fun. Thank you for having me.
You know, we met you in a different capacity.
Correct.
You were in the student capacity of overseeing interns.
Yeah.
So you understood really what we do here behind the scenes, our crew and our interns. But now you've taken over your family business, pest control.
Yeah.
Which is fascinating. You went from one to another.
Yeah.
And you called. Tell us about Alpha J Pest Control.
So Alpha J Pest Control. We started 18 years ago. My dad, my mom, and I. And my dad was always in the industry, and he wanted a way to bring the family together. You know, Hispanics like to be together. It's like our family thing. We love to be, all of us, in each other's business, but as well as working together. And it was just a way for us to just continue working. And as we started the business, I would say maybe 5 years into the business, 2 of my sons were diagnosed with autism. And I remember that it was very challenging because I had to find a flexible job to go to their appointments, there was so much going on when they were diagnosed and the therapies and so forth that I was so happy to have a job that I could, work around, plus as well, be there for my kids. And that's what the company provided for me
But what I find fascinating about your company is I have 4 companies that do what you do.
Yeah.
So I've got a company for the inside, I've got a company for the outside, I've got a company for fertilization, and then I need a company to check to see if I need termite protection.
Yeah.
Or I can call Alpha J Pest Control, which I did last week, to come out, and you could take care of all of that. You even do tiki huts.
Tiki huts, yeah.
I never knew tiki huts had special.
But they're special. Well, look around. Look up.
Well, you saw the house we went to last weekend. See the size of that tiki hut?
Yeah, those are 2 tiki huts.
I never even thought that you would need to exterminate a tiki hut.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of them, the palms that they grab, they actually go in the field. I think like Alligator Alley around there, and they go and pick up all those palm trees. So when they start laying them out, that's where they come with a lot of bugs. So we, tend to do the pest control for that and maintain it because it's very expensive. It's a very expensive investment, and if you're not maintaining it, it does, sooner or later, they have to retouch and so forth. So we do provide a protection year-round for that type of service as well.
You do literally,
everything.
You do inside, outside, termites, tiki huts, flying ants. I was so happy you came out.
Yeah.
Chuck didn't know I was calling another company until you texted and said, I'll be there tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And he said, but we just had everything sprayed.
Yeah.
But we still have flying ants in my house. So I
Yeah.
took some of them that were on my table, and I can't stand eating with ants on my table, and I took a piece of Scotch tape, I taped them, put them on a piece of paper, and I said, when Alpha J comes,
Yeah.
show them this
Yeah.
and tell them these are making me crazy.
Yeah.
And sure enough, because everyone said they're termites, because they fly, and the guy who came out, he's like, no, these are ants.
Yeah.
And they come in the rains, they come in between my I don't know how they get through my hurricane doors, but they do. They like seep in, and they're attracted to the light.
Yeah.
And wherever, like my kitchen table light, they fly in, and then they go, ooh. I just don't. And you guys, you have treatment for that too. And then you sent me the estimate.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you work for those prices.
Yeah. Well, we try to be very, competitive. It's a very, saturated market. So we try to be as competitive, but also give, a client the ease that working with us, we can always work with them. So that's kind of like how I approach it, because there's always a way to get in with the customer. It's kind of like our gate, a door to open, and then once there's always something else that the client will need. There's always, it could be termites, it could be roaches, it could be, if they go out of town and they come back, sometimes they bring bed bugs home, and it's, now whenever I go to a hotel, before I always look around, I'm like very... I'm just very, no matter where you go. So it's it's the nicest hotels. You never know. They also have pest control.
But it's funny because Andrew, one of our producers, he says to me last week, did you ever find an exterminator? Because his family is in landscaping business, and another one, a producer, her family. And I've been asking around. I said, as a matter of fact, I think I manifested you because you called out of the blue one day and totally out of the realm of what we knew you to do. And you said, I have a pest control company. Yeah. And he said, seriously? I'm like, yeah, I think I manifested Carolina in your pest control company to come help me with my flying ants. But now you can help everybody.
Yeah.
If I had bed bugs, I would just.
Well, you'd be surprised if you when you'd be surprised you bring them home.
Yeah.
The amazing thing is what you have gone through with Dad, and I heard the story before we got on the air. Just reminds me of what I went through. It reminds me of all the things. Today's episodes, I went through this with my mom. I went through what you went through, Tami. I went through the business change with my dad. I lived in Puerto Rico for 3.5 years. And we were in the rainforest. So every known insect that you can think of, and some that you've never seen before in your life, were in my face at one time or another. She doesn't understand. When I see the palmettos, I saw so much in my life of these things.
Can you tell me they came out through the toilet?
They came out of everywhere. They made a living anywhere and everywhere. Mm-hmm. And so I can respect what you've gone through. I could respect, now you know what we do because you were a coach on our side, and here you are now on the air doing what you did. So many different parts going back and forth today, which is outstanding. But the challenges of what you do in Florida, I saw, do you pick up animals too?
Yes.
Oh, I had one of those in my pool.
Raccoons, possums. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about a possum for a second.
I had a raccoon in my pool this weekend.
Good for you. Good for you. I'm very happy for you. You can make some pie out of it.
It went swimming.
Yeah.
So I'm in my house, and I had a wooden fence, and somebody had taken off one of the caps. And for months, I would say, I gotta put the cap back on. I did a Steve. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And there was something in it. I could see the back of it.
Oh, the cap of your fence post.
The fence had something in it, and it would move.
Ooh.
It was breathing. My people would not come out from the community to get it. Had to call a specialist. Yeah. It was a possum the size of the teeth of, and it had babies stuck to it. So when the guy grabbed it, it was like, and I was standing here, and when he grabbed it, I must have ended up in like West Palm Beach. Never again. Yeah. And then I capped it because he says that these are some of the animals, and you have Amarillo. What did you have?
I had a raccoon. They tell me their butts get hot, and they have to dunk their butt in the pool.
She had raccoons in her pool.
In my pool.
Yeah. They were doing the backstroke.
It jumped in the pool.
Yeah. And ducks usually go in the pool too, and so does iguanas.
Oh, the iguanas, forget about it.
Iguanas,
so we know Tarzan iguana.
And
man.
you do iguanas too.
Yeah.
That's the other person I have come out to my house.
Yeah.
He takes them to iguana camp because I'm a no-kill zone in my house.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He says that.
They tell me, they appease me.
I see the way he threw it in the back of that truck. He ain't going to no school.
And they're allowed to do as long as I'm at home. Yes. So, and you do that also. You're really the one-stop shop of pest control.
Yeah. Actually, last time when we spoke, you made me really think about that, about like a slogan. And I did come up with that, you know, as well, that idea of we are a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
You know, it's our services are so, you know, vast that that I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and really go through thinking about how to continue, because like I said, this is a very competitive market, and I'm trying to stand out between, you know, not only are offering the best service that we can, but as well as showing that we have heart and compassion for people. Because just a couple of days ago, my husband, who works there too, he went to a client. The lady her husband had passed away. She had nobody to fix, I think it was something in her house. And he came on his day off and said, here, I'll help you. Because you tend to build a relationship with these clients. You're seeing them on a monthly basis. And, you know, a lot of them have, you know, lost family members. And they don't have anybody. So, you know, it's not, we go a little bit, you know, beyond.
What areas do you service?
Well, we service from West Palm Beach to Miami. And for the tiki huts, we go up to Port St. Lucie, Fort Myers, the West Coast. So we kind of go on for those type of jobs.
Do you do commercial accounts?
We do.
Like if a building, like one Boynton.
Yeah.
I want to give them your number, because there's these not caterpillars. What are they? The worms. They look like centipedes.
Oh, the millipedes. Yes.
Those bad boys.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to. My cat plays with them.
In your house?
In the house, and they tell me that, oh no, we service outside. You know, they do the perimeter thingamajig. But with so much rain, that perimeter thing has to be done over and over again, from my understanding. And I don't see them. I should ask Linda. But you do big commercial buildings?
We do. We do. We service homeowners associations. We just are going to do a big association for iguanas, because they're going up on the people's roofs. And so going into the houses as well, in the attics. So when you hear that, you know, they think it's like rodents, but it's iguanas. They love to climb up.
What about mosquitoes?
Mosquitoes, we do. Basically we do it all.
I feel like you're all in one. The amount of people that come to my house to work on, and I don't even have a big house.
You have an attic? Mm-hmm. You get the rats out of the attic?
We do. And actually now it's kind of a good, you know, to start rodent proofing your home, cutting the trees around your house. They love to climb up, you know, getting the vents up on the roof sealed. Because if you have a lake, they have water and they have food inside the house.
And do you put the mesh up to stop the holes wherever they develop?
Yeah, we do. We do.
Wow.
You see that?
You guys are like a godsend.
Yeah.
That is important. I had to get a guy to do the mesh so that they can come and get the mice, the rats.
Uh-huh.
So I needed 2 people. It cost me twice as much, because we lived on a lake.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm telling you, those bad boys get big, so you can hear them. And he kept bringing them down and bringing them down. He used peanut butter on a trap. And that's how he caught them.
My mother, when we were growing up, would put peanut butter on a paper plate.
Not me.
So there's a paper plate, peanut butter, and a rodent trap on top of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
And what do termite contracts look like? Or any of the contract? You come out, you spray, you do your thing, something comes back in X amount of time.
So it depends. When we get a phone call, I usually have, the first thing people say, I have termites. And they want us to give a quote over the phone. And there's 2 types of termites. You have subterranean termites and you have drywood termites. So the chemical process is not the same. For a drywood termite, you're going to need a tenting. Or if you have it just in one spot, you can do a spot treatment. The technician will go out there, he'll assess the situation. And if it's a subterranean termite, those are a little bit, it's more of an outer perimeter, and But yeah, you'll start seeing the swarm season in March. You'll start seeing them really, populate. And I always say, I'm like, termites, they walk around. It's not like they're going to be in one section. So it's always good. We have actually a system, it's called TermaTrack, that allows us to, it's like a sonic wave that allows us to kind of know where the area is, like where the perimeter of it, to see where the movement is, and that way we can kind of determine how far they're out and if they haven't gone through the whole house. And then that's when we'll say, okay, well, if it's past a certain amount, the best thing is just to, do a tenting.
That's what they did with my garage.
Yeah.
And they did the testing.
Yeah.
And we didn't have them in the house. It was just the garage door, and we changed it. I told them, no, that's not treated. Let me just get rid of it. Now, I wanted to ask you, the chemicals that are used in the house, and Tami, this is because you're here, it just dawns on my head here. Animals and people that have gone through medical procedures and things of that nature, you have to be very careful, like no fabuloso, like the other lady we talked about, as well. There's a lot of things that you shouldn't use, even though people tell you, yeah, it's safe, the chemicals that are being used, have they changed in the last 10 years? Is it better for humans to live with these chemicals or not?
They are getting a little bit more cleaner. I could see because the ingredients have changed. Also, they have been changing because insects have been developing a resistance towards the same.
Of course
20 years ago, people only used Suspend, and it was kind of like the only chemical. And then as over the years, they realized that, roaches and ants, they become resistant towards the chemical. So you kind of have to approach, depending on the situation, you can approach it, you can change it on a monthly basis. In regards to, we're getting a lot of clients calling because they want a more natural product. And so we do offer that. It depends, I would say, really on how bad it is. It's if it's you just need, there is for ants, there is like a natural pest control. When it's animals, animals, no matter what, you have to be very careful. So we'll have the person tell them, like, don't let the product dry. No, even if it's a natural product, because certain animals do have like a certain sensitivity. And it's sometimes even a peppermint or anything that's in the ingredient. So we always have to make sure that we let them know that please let the area dry, and then you can have your kids, animals, and so forth. But we've been in business for so long, and the employees that work there, I'm very keen on making sure that they wear safe, that they take care, because they also go home to their families. So we want to make sure that they also are safe even when they're using certain products.
My sister was just at my parents' house, and they found these black droppings around one of the toilets.
Around the toilet? Somebody missed?
No, like little. So my brother AIs it, and he says that AI has termite droppings.
Yeah.
They were as big as termites. They look like, to me, it looks disgusting.
Yeah.
So they called somebody out who I think they had a contract with last year to come out today. But if the contract is void, then I can bring you guys in to take a look at this, right?
Yeah. I mean, we hear that a lot of stories, from other people. Sometimes the cheaper is not always good, and that's something.
This wasn't cheap. I just paid the bill over.
Oh, not you. I'm talking about other services that we offer, that we have people say that. And, it's about, I guess the way my dad has always taught us was look through everything, make sure, just don't, like, for example, even with termites, people sometimes just treat the inside of the house, but termites are coming from trees. And actually there is the University of Florida that's in Davie, and they send out announcements to say, hey, we now have different type of termites. We no longer have the usual termite that we knew by name. We have a Japanese termite. And it's because people bring them on the boats. And in the dock there in Fort Lauderdale, these termites come into your home by,
It's disgusting, right?
What the hell is this?
It looks like coffee grounds.
Yeah.
Are they moving?
I don't know. I got
Well,
a
you
still
gotta get
picture.
close.
I'm not getting close. I'm glad she went to see my mom and not me.
That looks like mold.
It looks like coffee grounds.
If it sometimes could be, then it would be carpenter ants.
Oh, that's a carpenter
ants is a very
tool belt and everything.
It looks very dark.
What is it? You go around taking pictures?
They
of these
sent me
things?
3 pictures.
But drywood termites tend to be not dark. They tend to be like a yellow little pellets.
Oh, these are black.
No,
and
but
it would be, if it's black, it's usually like a carpenter termite, a carpenter ant.
This is something else. This is on the toilet seat.
Yes.
You never use this toilet?
It's my dad's bathroom, so no, nobody
So nobody's
uses
ever
it.
been here in 20 years?
Well, in
There's
3
stuff
months.
going on in the toilet.
In 3 months, nobody's used it.
I would just get rid of the toilet and seal up the bathroom and be done with it.
Mom, we're sealing up the bathroom. So sorry. I know.
Funny, yeah.
And she found it? Nobody ever saw
The
that
cleaning
before?
lady found it.
A cleaning lady. She didn't clean that toilet.
I'm like, when was the last time you cleaned that toilet? I know.
That's amazing.
It's disgusting.
And I don't know what it is.
I know.
I know.
It is a sticky subject when it comes to bugs because you don't know where they are. And then they tell you it could be this or it could be that. And then 9 out of 10 times it isn't either. It's something else. And then everybody thinks that they have a home remedy.
Yes.
Borax around the door, baking soda here. Oh yes, it always works. Except they get bigger. They eat it and they get larger. Or they bathe in it and they don't die. I mean, it just gets worse and worse.
I use peppermint oil and Dawn detergent for the flying ants until we come up with another remedy.
Yeah.
Water, Dawn detergent, and peppermint oil in
I
a
use
spray
a
bottle.
38
Because
Magnum.
then it smells good and it actually works.
Yeah.
I'm now an exterminator too in my spare time.
There you go. There you go.
All right, how do people reach you?
So you can call us at 561-488-1759, and I'll be on the phone answering their phone calls.
I'm going to take it to where I live, Carolina. I'm going to see if they'll call you.
Perfect.
It's a big, big development. I mean, it is huge.
Yeah.
I don't like the way ours looks. I don't have bugs.
Yeah.
But these centipedes, they drive me crazy, and they're red.
Yeah.
In Puerto Rico, there was the black ones, and there was the red ones.
Well, just
Gongolese.
even in Colombia, you have the black squirrel, and here is a red squirrel. So it depends on where you're.
And they don't curl up like a little ball.
No.
In Puerto Rico, they curl up. Those
Yeah.
give you fever if they
Yeah.
bite you.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they crunch when you crunch them.
Wow. Carolina, thank you so much.
Thank you for having
Alpha
me.
J Pest Control, your one-stop shop, truly, from iguanas to cheeky huts to any type of
And
extermination.
Dawn's mother's house will be a living trilogy to it.
Oh, and you should see the iguana that came up on the embankment. I think it might have mated, Sally, with an alligator. Because that's how big it was when it came up from the lake the other day. But it has the iguana. Ooh.
Do you know that Steve
It's
used to
orange
chase
and
iguanas
yellow.
in his younger days?
In the Bronx? I don't think so. All right, we're going to take a break. Contact Alpha J for all your pest control needs. When we come back, let's check in with Sally and Steve and see what we're talking about on Call Me Zena on this Halloween week. More to come. We'll be right back.
What if you could make a free phone call and reduce your car payment by as much as $83 a month? Right now, you could be paying as high as 20% interest. Your new interest rate could be reduced to as low as 2.48%. You can refinance any existing car loan or leased car and save money every month. Take 5 minutes of your time right now. Make this free phone call and learn how to save hundreds of dollars a year by refinancing your existing car loan.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? With MedGuard Alert's new Care Watch, you can connect with medical professionals instantly, 24/7. No cell phone required. This life-saving medical device acts as a phone as well as a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And if you have Medicare or Medicaid, you may qualify to get yours free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now.
Located in the heart of Palm Beach at 300 Royal Palm Way, RCCA provides a variety of personalized outpatient therapeutics to include occupational and physical therapies, speech and language pathology treatment, as well as preschool programs for physically impaired children aged 3 to 5. Our compassionate licensed therapists specialize in hand therapy, geriatrics, neurodevelopment treatment, Parkinson's programs for language and movement, Pilates, as well as vital stimulation for swallowing disorders.
Our goal is to provide accessible therapy to all ages, regardless of financial ability. We accept Medicare and various insurance plans. Our vision is to positively transform the lives of our patients by providing quality occupational, physical, and speech therapy. We believe in the power of custom and individual therapy sessions to improve communication, independence, and physical function of those with disabilities or injuries. Our goal is to transform their lives back to where they were or to get them doing what they want to do. At RCCA, we believe that every person deserves the best therapeutic treatment and a chance to recover from surgery, manage arthritis, improve their balance, or resume sports play after an injury. RCCA has a strong relationship with the Palm Beach community, and we are a valued nonprofit organization for over 85 years, helping those right here within our community. Visit rcca.org to learn more about us. We are Palm Beach's Rehabilitation Center, and we are here for you.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Hi there. My name is Steve Strong. I am a board member of this organization. It's called the Delray Beach Youth Tennis Foundation. We've been around for 10 years. We provide after-school exposure to underprivileged children. We try to incorporate some academics into it, and we just want to make sure that they have a lot of fun learning a life skill that maybe they wouldn't have been exposed to if we weren't here trying to help out and provide it. Next week, we have an event associated with October Do Good Delray theme. It's going to be October 30th at the Delray Tennis Center. There's a pavilion building, and we're going to be on the second floor of that. And we're partnered with Jacket Sunscreen for that event. So please come out, say hi, and we'd love to see you.
This Day in History is brought to you by Oldies Radio. At 2:35 on the afternoon of October 27, 1904, New York City Mayor George McClellan takes the controls on the inaugural run of the city's innovative new rapid transit system, the subway. On October 27, 1858, future President Theodore Roosevelt is born in New York City to a wealthy family. Roosevelt was homeschooled and then attended Harvard University, graduating in 1880. He served in the New York State Legislature from 1881 to 1884. On October 27, 1873, a DeKalb, Illinois, farmer named Joseph Glidden submits an application to the U.S. Patent Office for his clever new design for a fencing wire with sharp barbs, an invention that will forever change the face of the American West. 1975. Rocker Bruce Springsteen lands on the covers of both Time and Newsweek in the same week, marking his transition from struggling bar band legend to the boss. This Day in History is brought to you by Oldies Radio.
Now we're back.
So Delray Beach Youth Tennis Center, part of Do Good Delray, and the banner is actually behind you, helped sponsor our event last week for Spotlight for a Cause. And there are 26 events through the month of October through Do Good Delray. And Delray Beach Tennis Center has theirs happening on Thursday, October 30th at 5 o'clock. It's an open venue. Come out and support the kids to play tennis. Remember years ago we had Jackson, and he came out, and it was about keeping the kids of any kids engaged in youth activities, whether it be sports or art, keeping them out of the fray of harm's way and giving them a safe space to grow. and to nurture their skills. And it is an incredible opportunity for these kids for an after-school program to learn tennis, to collaborate, not to be home by themselves, not to be latchkey kids, but to actually really learn a skill and be part of the community. So support their event, like everyone supported our event on Thursday, October 30th. I'm going to send that piece to them so they can put it on their social media.
At the tennis center on Delray.
Correct.
Okay. Nice place too.
So, which is great. All right, now we're going to talk to Sally and Steve because it's Halloween, and I guess
What
I
does
feel
that
like
mean?
you know,
Like
different
the
things
ghost of Mrs.
happen.
Yeah.
Different things
Turning
happen
into
on
a witch.
Halloween. And what we're talking about today on Call Me Zena, how did you like her story? How did you like Tami's story about the deer?
Well, actually, my son had a very similar story.
Really?
Yeah, with a deer. He was in a bad place, and he was sitting on a bench, and a deer came to him and looked in his eyes, and he looked in the deer's eyes, and it was good after that.
I've been listening to an audiobook called Signs, and they said deer are one of the signs that come from the other side that let you know that whether it's protection, nurturing. My daughter, I was going to say my sister, my daughter sees deer all the time at work. They come up to her window in Washington, and they give birth every season. There's 2 new babies that come, and they visit her through season, which is incredible. And I feel like it's just like a sign, and now Sally's here.
Yeah, no, and I relate to a deer because of the story a long time ago, but it did involve my son and a deer. So.
All right, so what are we talking about today on Call Me Zena?
Actually, what did we discuss, Freddie? I think
We're talking about how Halloween and nightmares, what those visions interpret.
And getting nearer the
And
Halloween
then we went to dinner, and then when we finished that meeting, we went out into a hurricane.
Literally.
So it goes to show you, God don't like ugly. That was a tough ride home. It's a good thing you didn't come out.
I know.
It was well, Steve was doing the driving, but did it come down?
Do you think people have different dreams during this week?
Well, what we were talking about last night, which will be good on the show actually, because the veil, it's a little thinner, so we see or dream what we're thinking about, be it in our subconscious or, as I had said before, we even go to a super consciousness. So it comes out a little bit more this time of the year because everybody's talking about ghosts and, all the spirits talking. So they're more familiar with the conversation, I guess.
And I think so much comes out in our dreams.
Well, I asked you to watch a movie last night. I bet you didn't watch it.
No, I didn't. But
you didn't, right?
No.
What
But I
was the
will.
movie?
But
Exorcist
it's okay.
III.
You can still ask me the
Seriously?
questions, Freddie.
What's wrong with you?
From what I don't like.
That's
scary. Right. That's what I told him.
First of all, it has
She
a lot
doesn't do
to
scary.
It has a lot to do with what we're talking about on her show today.
Yeah, but it's
Have you seen it?
No.
So you don't even know what it
I
is.
don't
You just hear
like
the word
scary.
exorcism, you think it's very here. It's very smart, and it has a lot to do with dimensional.
Right. Dimensions,
and
frequencies.
people being able to travel between dimensions.
But you
and
can
entering
still
other
ask me the
bodies.
questions because I'll come up with what I.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Sally
have.
never watched the original Exorcist.
I
Between
never.
bugs and exorcists, I've got like a stomach ache.
No,
Ugh.
I won't.
I'm
watch
sticking
it
with the
either.
deer, Tami.
No, but
I'll
you're
talk about it.
able to get into other people's bodies. You ever wonder how that happens?
Yeah, that's.
You ever have a conversation with people in your dreams?
That's a walk-in.
Is it?
Linda was telling her yesterday that I seem to have a lot of conversations, apparently when I sleep, correct?
Yeah, that's
And
funny.
she's telling Sally all of this. I'm like, really?
Dawn, I have to tell you some things about Freddie.
No,
that
you
I
don't.
learned last night.
No, you don't.
What's a walk-in?
Well, that's what we can ask on my show
Okay.
because it's I can't tell you in like 2 seconds. It's a little complicated, but there is such. Well, I don't know what your viewers are watching this show, but with my show, they may, yeah, you can have someone have a walk-in.
Sometimes I have dreams that I totally remember the entire conversation.
That's right.
And then other times I have the dream, but I don't remember the conversation, or I didn't hear a conversation.
Well, that's similar to what we talked about on the program we did have on dreams, right? Yeah. So I can ask me these questions on my show. I love it.
It all deals with rapid brain movement. The quicker your brain is, the more dreams you're going to have. And what was that other thing that you and him and Linda shared? The numbers going this way.
Sudoku?
Oh, that's dyslexia.
That's like Sudoku.
That's nothing to
You're
do
brilliant.
with ghosts.
I wonder about you sometimes.
Rapid brain movement or rapid eye movement?
Rapid brain movement.
But dyslexia is
It's
different.
like all sorts of parts of your brain are talking to one another. And you're using both sides of your brain at the same time. You're a nurse. Tammy, tell him. Okay? Tell him, Tammy, tell him. And when you do that, strange things happen. You see, Dawn has nightmares even when she's sitting. She will go into a flash, and then she'll say, what? And then you can tell. And then I say to her, where'd you go? Do I do that? And you go somewhere, don't you?
Sometimes I'm thinking about things.
I understand.
Yeah, they share a brain.
Sometimes I'm thinking about things, and I don't realize I'm thinking about it, and it's that look of whatever, where I'm going, I don't know.
I had that the other night. I was sitting in the chair, and what did you say to me? Suddenly I zoned out completely. You said I looked very strange, right?
Yes, you look like, well, death warmed over is the term I used. But
I was totally in another
Did you say that to her?
I did.
If
Very
my
nice
husband ever said you
I
look
got a
like
very
death
nice
warmed over,
compliment.
I'd say, and hello to you
I-
too, or there's a helpful kind or something.
I didn't
Freddie
mean
would
it
say.
the way that
And you know what?
Say hello.
Dawn, I forgot to thank him for the compliment.
Happy Halloween.
I didn't say it in hateful terms. I said it in terms of she looks dead.
In terms of endearment, you look dead.
Gee, thanks.
Gee, your ankles are fat. Happy birthday. Go to your greeting card line. Maybe you should let Steve be part of it with you.
I was
I don't
very
know what the
scared
hell
to
he
look in the
does.
mirror. I didn't want to look in the mirror.
I gave Sally all sorts of compliments yesterday. She had cherry nail polish.
Yeah, I still do.
It was really cool.
Nice.
Just trying to be nice.
A lot of things to talk about on the other side of the veil.
Yeah.
If you
That'll
you
be fun.
think
That'll
about
be
it for
fun.
a
You ever
second.
been to a medium, Tammy? Or Carolina? No?
Well, in here, they're full of them. There's all sorts of people coming and going in here. And it has to do with dimensions. You know, fifth dimension, second dimension.
Messages from the other
so
side.
what happens is if you watch The Exorcist 3. Now, you're into scary movies because you were in one. But you were. You know that she went and she ran
your
out
movie,
of the theater?
forget about it.
She ran out. They
That
had to
scene
drag
you
her back
did,
in.
that bloody scene. And he says, how can that movie scare you? She's in a movie called I Possess.
Oh.
And it's
that's
scary
interesting,
for
yeah.
me. He did not find it scary.
No, I found it scary, but
It was
wasn't.
psychological. It was creepy. And talk
Then I
about
found-
time.
And did
the
you find the
dimension.
beginning funny? Because it was meant to be a comedy, and I guess he switched gears. The beginning was hilarious. You didn't find it funny either. You know what it is? I think there's something wrong with the stuff between your ears.
It was just this whole psychological thing on time and patience. And then your character was just crazy, and the outcome was, you know, I'm very happy with happily ever afters, and maybe like someone wakes up and it was a dream and it's all good, but no, not in that movie.
No.
It's like
Scary,
West Side
scary.
Story. I think should have a different
Oh,
ending.
you believe
and he
this?
says you can't
in the
change
movie,
the
in the movie
ending.
theater, she's screaming, "They should change the ending." This is a classic. You're gonna change.
Because really, I think it should all be, it's a dream, like Wizard of Oz, and they wake up and she's back home in her bed with Aunt Em. I'm not big
It's
on.
Halloween. You gotta watch movies like It, Exorcist 3, The Conjuring.
I don't like to bring in that side.
You watch The Conjuring? You like scary movies?
No, she just likes acting in them.
So you just like acting in them? Wait a minute. When you were covered in blood from head to toe in that movie, how did you feel making it?
Well, the premise is people running from their own worst regrets.
I know what the
So
premise
it was
is.
a real situation.
Yeah,
It's not
but
like
how
a
did you feel doing it?
boogeyman.
Here comes the blood.
Oh.
And
well,
your
that
head,
was-
like when it went around like that.
No, we didn't have any of that. But it was fun. It was just, it was
was
make
just a
believe.
movie.
But you know it's make believe,
pretend.
right?
Yeah.
And then they do that camera thing where you turn and it's in your face. And everybody's popcorn goes,
Yeah, but
"Vroom."
Sally deals with the real.
Yeah, but that doesn't scare me. Going
So
to
then
a
watch
scary
Exorcist 3. What's the matter with you?
Well, I don't know. If I can talk or I could see something and what has happened to me, as you guys know, does not scare me
I
at
want you to
all.
watch it tonight at midnight. Turn off all
Well, that's
the
going
lights.
to be very scary.
And put one candle up. Let me see you. Let me see I don't scare you,
No,
baby.
I don't like watching those type of movies, but I've
You
seen
can't
a
watch
lot.
them either?
Well, when I was younger, I loved Friday the 13th. When I was young, I loved Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger, all of those things. I think as I got older, I started getting more scared. And now if I do watch it, I put it in mute so I don't hear the music. I think it's the music I know.
What?
I know. The
You
music
put it in
is-
mute.
Yes.
What are
That's
you,
true.
brailing the
Yes.
movie?
Just I could see. I'm like, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen, and I put mute, and then I don't get so scared.
But you know something's
'Cause
gonna
you've seen it.
happen
Yeah.
because they go dun dun.
I know.
Dun, dun,
She muted
dun,
but
dun,
that,
dun,
look,
dun,
I
dun.
just got nervous just thinking about that because it made me think about like this. But I can
She muted
watch
the music.
I can watch Dateline. I can watch.
What I'm
Like
gonna
I
tell you-
love those criminal
I
shows.
can't watch
I'm going to
this
tell you a
either.
secret, and I can't believe I'm saying this in public. I close my eyes. So I know the body's going to, something's going to erupt.
Yeah.
So I close my eyes. And normally it's Linda that screams at the top of her lungs.
I can't.
You love
And then I
scary
open
movies.
my eyes. Huh?
You
I
have-
love scary movies.
But when you dream at night, do you ever have conversations with
How
the
the
other
hell
side?
do I know? It's called a dream.
Dawn,
because
I
What
can
did
tell
Linda
you.
say?
Linda tells them I'm having
Linda
conversations.
told us a lot last
Who
night.
do you talk to?
I don't know. Yeah, somebody apparently, I'm talking to somebody, and I'm gonna tell you something. The stuff that she was talking about last night, you think I possessed with that? I think I'm possessed,
What'd you
according
say?
to. Oh, you don't want to know. It wasn't me. I didn't say it. Linda
were
said.
possessed.
It. Linda decided to fill them in on my life.
It was very interesting. That's what I'll tell you on the air.
Frightening things are not real great for heart patients.
I didn't even know that I was doing it.
Wow.
Now you know.
Now I know.
And
now
so
they
do
know.
I.
And now they know.
Maybe she's gaslighting you. Maybe it's not true.
No, it was
I can't
true.
stand that
I think it
gaslighting
was.
thing.
Yeah, she couldn't
she
have made that
actually is
up.
not going to say that to them. She had a one-on-one right to
She
Sally,
did.
right like
She
this. And
did.
I looked at her. I said, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm telling people my business, that I have nightmares. I talk in my sleep. I speak to demons. I speak to...
He talks a lot in his sleep,
Do you
Dawn.
really?
I don't know.
Talk to demons
Yes.
in your sleep?
She also
I
told
see your
Sally
face
that
everywhere.
she also told Sally something that she never told you. I don't remember what that was.
right.
Yes,
you
I
said
don't want to
you
bring
didn't
that
know
up because
that.
if I do, I probably get a 38 to my head, so I can't bring it up.
Wow.
But there was another piece that and I looked over and I said, who are you? That's just what you do to people.
Pillow talk.
People,
We'll talk later,
people
Dawn.
tell you all sorts of things. But go
It
see,
was very interesting.
check out I Possess. It's on Amazon. The movie's on Amazon. Check it out. See her head spin.
All right, tune in today at 2:30 to Call Me Zena. We're talking about conversations and dreams,
Right.
the thinning of the veil. Ooh,
The thinning of the veil.
I guess.
I don't even know what the hell that means.
It means the veil is thinning.
Have you
Means
been
you
listening
get-
to Sally's shows?
You can connect easier to the other side when the veil, like at 3:30. I'm up every night now at 3:32.
3 to 5.
Even my ring now records me up at 3:32.
There you go.
You're piercing the veil.
That is the time. Ask Frank that you pierce
Does
the veil.
Chuck know you scream at night?
No, he's usually snoring too loud, and my arms don't reach, so I just kick him across the bed. What can I tell you? 3:32 every night.
Tammy,
I'm
do
up,
you
Sally.
have nightmares?
I had nightmares as a kid. And I
What
think,
about as an adult?
Well, I had a recurring nightmare, like constant, recurring, like through childhood up to adult. And I wonder if it's because I lost my mom so early.
Could be.
If it's just something that a child's brain does. But it was two recurring dreams. One was getting shot in the face. Even if I closed the door,
Ouch.
I would get shot in the face.
Wow.
Like, I never liked violence. I liked
Wow.
Little House on the Prairie. Like, I was such a non-violent person. But in my
Gotcha.
dreams, I would get killed.
Do you know what that
And
means?
I don't know what it means.
They say that you died in another dimension. You have 5 lives.
Maybe.
And then in one of your lives, you were shot.
And then
And this is another life.
the other recurring dream was a snake wrapped around our house until we couldn't get out, and it just kept wrapping around that, like the same two dreams, always, always, always. Isn't that wild?
There was a part in The Exorcist, the movie, where he lost his mom. And if you remember, he saw her in black and white, begging to come out of the grave. Do you remember that scene? No. In The Exorcist 3? I don't know why it dawns on me, because I had a dream that my mother was in the grave. And she wanted me to join her. And I kept saying, no, 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 no. And that's when Linda had to wake me up because I was in this dream. So I made the mistake of telling this dream to her. And all of a sudden, everything's changed ever since then. So apparently I've had this dream more than once. Apparently. Maybe 3 or 4 times. But there are people in your life, like Mom, who you see them in a different way. Because they're probably alive in another dimension. I mean, it gets deep. And so sometimes you transfer over and you can have a conversation with Dad, which probably Dawn has had, because her father just passed.
That's different to, I think, what the movie, when you say we have many more than 5 lives, but the 5 lives or 5 dimensions they're referring to is actually going on at this time in this particular lifetime.
At the same time, yes. Well, then
so I do know. Yeah. I mean,
go watch Exorcist 3. It explains all of it.
I'll listen and I'll give you the best I can with that comes to me. But to actually watch a scary movie,
but you see the movie, it shows you. It's like the movie, Tell Me That You Did. It was talking about a certain topic, right? And that particular topic, you can reach more people explaining it the way you guys did it than if you talk about it. I used to do this with my kids in football and baseball. I was talking to Gio about it. He says, Dad, I used to learn more about you taking us to the movies about how to play baseball than what you were trying to show us. And I think that your movie did an excellent job of doing that. Yeah, you got to be a little scared to go through it. Chicken Little.
Well, I don't mind on TV because you can mute it, as you said, so that's all right.
Mute it.
Mute the audio.
You're going to mute the audio?
As long as I have the remote in my hand, yeah.
You got to make it loud.
If it suddenly...
Big speakers around you, popcorn and soda so you could throw it all over the place.
I know.
And then, oof. That's the best way to see a movie.
No. You ready to wrap this up?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So I was eating that.
We got to get ready for Call Me Zena.
Oh, look at you. What's wrong with your hands?
You're making me all kind of nervous. Between the bugs and the termites and the scary movies, yeah. And the I Possess, you got me all ready for Halloween
I'm going to tell you, I Possess was a trip.
Got me all kind of freaking out.
That's a trip. Is it going to be an I Possess 2?
Well, we're working on a comedy right now, so.
Comedies first, and then I Possess 2, 3, 4, 5.
Maybe. A lot of things happen. All right, tune in today at 2:30 for Call Me Zena. More information, scroll back into the story of the show, or we'll get you all the information. Tami, thank you so much for sharing your story. Carolina, thank you for your sponsorship. And Alpha J, truly your one-stop in pest control, from iguanas all the way to your cheeky heads. And more to come. We're going to wrap this up. We'll see you today. Call Me Zena at 2:30 and tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Café is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Café on Facebook at the Brooklyn Café TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.